YouTube, what's going on? Andy Sins about to shake a full can of carbonated bias up in your bedroom, open that bad boy, and have it spraying all over the place in the form of a record review. Welcome back to the State of the Sound Union. For today, we've got our ear to the street in Scranton, Pennsylvania. I hear it's very nice this time of year. It's also the community credited as being responsible for the band that is the source of today's totally biased record review. I'm talking about the Menzingers. That's right, friends. The Menzingers back with their 8th studio album released this past Friday, July 17th, 2026, through the Epitaph label. It is called Everything That I Ever Saw. The Menzingers, they have long been storytellers, able to paint a lyrical picture and capture emotions in said picture better than or as good as most people doing it. Tom and Greg are back and forth, effectively staying true to that form on this release as well. Eric Keane is a remarkable bass player. His tone always stands out in the mix. His lines are catchy as fuck, and he always looks like he's nonchalantly having the best time during live performances. And his shit was definitely a focal point for me on this release as well. You're not going to take anything musically away from the Menzingers. It shines in their longevity. It shines in their innovation. You know, they're using some keys, some horns in their sound. Perhaps that's not anything necessarily new, but obviously when you look at early stuff, that wasn't happening. But, you know, it's coming out now. And I think the fact that, you know, Greg and Tom are both damn good singers. They're clearly dialed in. The whole band has a feel for each other. And yeah, you know, they're just a tight unit at this point. I will say though, we're probably not getting another Chamberlain Waits or On the Impossible Past anytime soon. The fellow over at the Punk Rock Condition, not sure if you ever checked out Punk Rock Condition, but check it out. It's a good review channel, good insight into what's happening musically in our thing. But he was recently raising the question of whether or not it's even punk anymore. Forgive me, I'm not sure the fella's name. You know, I like to think that once you're in, but I see what he's saying. There is some truth in his words, and I'm certainly not going to say that I don't miss that era of the Menzingers. Some standout tracks for me from Everything I Ever Saw. Chance Encounters, that was one of the singles that was pre-release. It's just a catchy song, great lyrics, definitely some romanticism in it. Better Angels, I just love the chorus in this. It's catchy as hell. The bass had me bopping. I really like the chorus in that song. Other People's Money, again, catchy, just seemed to bury itself right into my skull, right in there, to live and to encourage me to bounce around the kitchen and the living room. And I love it lyrically as well. Yes, I did like the keys in it. The bass, friends. That friggin' bass. I can't go on and on enough about Eric's bass playing. I don't think the guy gets enough credit in the bass community either. And then also The Fool. Really enjoy the drum beat in this. Going back to me bouncing all over the goddamn place. I'm actually bouncing away while I was writing this review to that song. The horn. I dig the horn. I'm not going to lie. I like the horn in it. Tom's lyrics. Yeah, you know what? There was a few standout Tom songs. I'll admit, usually I'm more of a Greg guy, but there was a few standout Tom songs on this one. And I appreciated that. All in all, I really enjoyed this record. As much as I miss what once was, you know, I'm not owed anything. The fans were not owed anything. And it really is cool that they're still going, especially today. You know, with lots of bands calling it quits. Just longevity means something. I will give you a heads up. The boys do have some Canadian dates on route in October, November. I believe they're billed on the Warp Tour in Montreal in late August. And November 7th, they're going to be a little bit more in my neighborhood in Toronto. From a union standpoint, State of the Sound Union voted on this as 3.5 out of 5 union votes for Chance Encounters. Again, Chance Encounters by the legendary Menzingers. Excuse me, not Chance Encounters. Everything I Ever Saw. 3.5 out of 5 union votes for Everything I Ever Saw. Chance Encounters is a good song on the record, but yes, excuse me. Everything I Ever Saw, July 17th, 2026, Epitaph Records. Check it out, the Menzingers. Have a look at them when they come and see you. Take care, everybody. Take care of each other, and I'll see you again on the State of the Sound Union.